All right, that's better. That's better. That is super frustrating, but it is what it is. Oh my god. So dumb. All right. Do-do-do. All right, we'll give everybody a second to catch up here. Find out where we're at. I gotta turn my volume on so I could check my volume. Can you guys hear me? What the hell? Oh my god, this computer's being dumb. What is? Why can't I hear anything? Oh my god. All right, for sure. There we go. Jesus, I have been off my game lately, guys. For sure. There we go. Jesus, I have been off my game lately, guys. For sure. There we go. All right. Let me get to chat here so I can actually read it. I forget that I literally have a touchscreen computer, and I'm over here using this trackpad. And it's like I use this computer on purpose because it's a touchscreen, and I'm over here like doing this like, oh my god. All right, there we go. All right, so it does seem like pretty much everybody found me here. All right, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I had a crazy busy weekend. Lots of fish stuff going on this weekend. Had the Greenwater members party. I had a swap that I went and sold at this weekend. Which, while I was there, I guess I kind of just lost track of the sales, and which is a good thing if you can catch my drift. And for some reason, it didn't feel like I was doing as good as I did, and ended up being for a slow, like summer swap. It ended up being a pretty decent swap for me. I'm super happy with it. I'm taking some of that money that I made at that swap, and I actually got one of the things right here that we're gonna be able to check out in a second. Here, we'll do an unboxing. I don't know if it turned out. I don't know if it turned out well. I ordered it on Amazon. It's a banner. It was $30. Got it done in like 5 days, I think. I used that AI computer program to make a new like logo and all these different things, and we'll be talking about some of that throughout the episode here. But yeah, so I just got this thing right here. The swap and the members party was so much fun, so much fun. Um, this was my second members party that I've been able to attend, and I had a blast. I mean, it was just like everybody there was in good spirits. I think we were all just happy to finally be around some fish people because I feel like a lot of people have been doing well, like family stuff, which is awesome. But you miss your fish people, and so I think we all finally got to get out there and oh, is it still getting crackly, guys? 1 second. I just gotta get a better mic. Maybe that's what I'll probably do that today. Is it any better? It's probably the plug that's going into my phone here, and I have no other way of doing it other than off the iPhone audio. Let me know if it got any better, guys. Oh, what the heck? Oh my god. Man, this touchscreen is a little bit touchy. But anyways, yeah, let me know if that made the audio any better. For sure. Yeah, we'll roll with it. I think this is gonna be the last time I use this mic. I kind of have a I don't know, just the technology part of that is a little bit above my head. So probably doing it like this, but I'll get like a Bluetooth mic or just something that just easier to connect and get smooth audio for you guys. No audio? Oh my god. All right. What the heck? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I don't know what is going on. This is ridiculous. Getting frustrated. But anyways, we're just going to use the iPhone audio because apparently whatever's going on. Yeah, I just ditched the microphone. I don't know what's going on with that freaking with that plug. I think the plug just broke and probably caused it to start acting funky. Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably my iPhone port being dirty. There's probably junk in there or something. So does it sound decent enough, guys? There we go. I think that's probably is what it is. Probably gonna be the best we can do for today. Oh man, that's so frustrating. Like unbelievably frustrating. But yeah, you guys like my kitchen there. Probably got a little bit too much of the background. It is what it is. I'm not hiding nothing. But yeah. So if you guys didn't know, my fish room is in fact in my kitchen. It is a fish. I'll think of a word for it. But all right. Well, anyways, so let's get to our talk here. So swap weekend, the members party was awesome. I was talking about how much fun it was, how funny the people were there. Everyone was in really good spirits. I got a bunch of new plants, which are really cool. I hope I kept the bags up there. Let me see. Let's see what we got. There's a few that. All right, yeah, this is the one I couldn't remember. So, got a hold of a cup of Wassertang. Got some this, which is Salvinia natans. Natans? It's this kind of It's like one of those floaters. Real cool. The leaves tend to kind of come off the surface a little bit more, which is really neat. I'm interested to see if it's going to do well in our water, which it actually looks like it's already putting out some babies, so I think it's going to do well. I have a hard time getting like any of the neat floaters to grow. Like I've tried water lettuce before, didn't really do too hot, but I have some tanks that are running differently now because I tried water lettuce back when I was running hang-on backs, and everything pretty much runs sponge filters now. So I think I'm going to be able to get away with some more of the floaters. So I got that in the Sylvania Natans, Nathan's. That's looking like it's going to do good in there, which is pretty sweet. I got this one, which is Rotala Macarandra, and I just thought it was hilarious because I was watching Stephen P's Wet Your Plants the other day, right? It was on whenever it was, Monday or whatever, Tuesday, I can't remember what day it is. And dude, he mentioned like almost every plant that I had gotten in the swap, and I remember him mentioning this, and so I don't know if this one's necessarily going to be one that I'm going to grow, because I think he made a comment about it being hard to keep live, I think without CO2 or something like that, so we'll see. But that one's actually floating up here. I got, said it's like a broader leaf Rotala. It's dropping roots, and it's got a nice red, it looks like it's gonna have like a nice red stem. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but yeah. So I'm excited about that one. That's a new plant. Oh, that's a new plant that I added to the mix there. Then I got Cryptolutea, which I don't know what that's actually gonna look like, because to me, when I'm felt it, it feels like it's still an immersed grown state. It feels like it's still in an immersed grown state, so I don't really know if it's going to do a lot of melt back and then kind of change into what it's actually gonna look like. But we'll see about that, because I'm curious. If it stays like that, then it's got, I don't know, just got a general kind of regular green crypt vibe to it, and maybe it won't be that interesting. But I bet on it or bid on it just because it wasn't a whole lot of a whole lot of things that I was like really super interested in. There's only one which I'm saving to talk about at the very end of this. This little diatribe here, but I forgot to say, hey guys, let me shout out everybody that's popped up today. So we got, let's get to the top here. Oh, we got Henry, we got Pyle, we got Shady, we got Red Laser, we got my guy Brandon out there. What's up, Brandon? He is one hell of a dude. I got a story about him for later in the stream too. And then we got, did I miss anybody there? No, I don't think so. Red Laser, did I shout you out there? But yeah, so that's everybody there. So anyways, I got some awesome new plants. One more that I got that I was pretty excited about was Pogostemon Narrowleaf, which to me is kind of confusing because I have Stellatus octopus. So this is Pogostemon Stellatus Narrowleaf, and then there's Pogostemon Stellatus octopus, I guess. They could actually be the same for all I know. But I was looking, like, my Pogostemon Stellatus octopus is super, super fine, narrow leaves. And this stuff is like thicker, kind of, I don't know, shorter leaves. And so it's kind of weird that it's called narrow leaf. I thought that was kind of ironic, even though it's wider than the one that I had, the other type of Pogostemon I have. But what's confusing is you never know if, like, it kind of feels grassy still, so it might be just the immersed grown state. Kind of hard to tell, especially because I'm not too certain with that one. Brandon, me too. I have been looking for the Pogostemon erectus. I tried to get it from KG Tropicals one time. I got a pot of it. I ordered it. I ordered it in the summer, which I think it might have gotten a little bit hot. I don't think it ended up. I think it just got cooked, but it just didn't do well. Melted completely back. That is one though that I've actually really wanted it. I love like the tight leaf patterning to it. Um, yeah, super. Been looking for that one for a while. Um, so this was the first time that I actually brought stuff to a swap too, which was really cool. I brought stuff to donate to the club for people to bid on. So I brought a pair of my blue metal lace guppies, and then I got brought in what was some Hygrophila silicofolia, brought in Cryptwin Deadeye, and then I just kind of potted these plants up, threw them in a bag, tied it up, and threw it on the table for everybody to bid on. I think that was it. Oh, and then I donated actually, since I had one bag of those botanicals from KGE. I actually took one of the DD's bags and I threw that on the table for everyone to bid on. So yeah, but it was really cool to be able to see everybody like bidding on my stuff. And what was cool was you get 300 points to bid on in this auction, right? So it's like $300. They handed you like Monopoly money basically to make it super easy to keep track of. And my guppies went for like 210 points. So basically almost all of someone's points for my pair. And I don't know, for some reason that really felt good to me because it was like and there was like a few people that were all going after them, and you got to check out all the items before, so I'm fairly certain that they had seen them up there and were like, that's the pair that I want. And I don't know, so now I'm like stoked about it. It was just made me very happy to feel, kind of made me feel validated, made me felt more part of the community. So if you are part of an aquarium club out there, I would definitely say at some point, if you guys have like those kind of whatchamacallit, meetups or whatever, meetings, auctions, put some stuff in the auction. It can actually do something for you kind of mentally because you feel good. You donated to a group that's doing a lot for the hobby and everything, but at the same time, I don't know, it was a little bit of an ego trip for me because it was like people were like really wanted them. I don't know, and I got to see them wanting it. Um, oh, that's cool, Coro. Uh, Seahorses are crazy, bro. Seahorses are crazy. Uh, so aquarium fantasy, Henry. Rainwater for Caridina shrimp. All I know is you need lower TDS for Caridina shrimp. I don't know anything about Caridinas. I only do Neocaradinas because they're just easier to look into, or just easier to deal with. I don't do the Caridinas at all. But anyways, oh, so yeah, so throughout the auction, got to talk to a bunch of different people, make some connections with people I hadn't talked to in a while, and one of the cool things about being at these places and talking with everybody was I got to talk to one of the like the leaders of Greenwater, and they have one of the like more consistent swaps in the area. It's like the swap that's been going on, and it from what I've seen kind of started all the other swaps or whatever. Could be speaking out of turn there, but I was actually invited to be like a backup vendor there. And normally you have to get on like a waiting list to get into these swaps, and it takes a long time to be able to actually get a spot. But the guy that knows my plants and everything, and I've been talking to, and he's kind of, I wouldn't say like a mentor, but he's someone that like when I go to these swaps, I specifically always want to talk to him. His name's John Hornick. He actually came up to me and he was like, "Hey man," he's like, "We know you're doing some big things with plants and everything. 'Cause I always have a bunch of different stuff at these swaps, and and he talks to another guy that I talk to consistently, and he's like, man, we'd really like to have you come and vend if like maybe someone has like a half table, or someone has can't make the table for that day. He's like, I know you live it's about like 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, so it's an easy one for me to make. And so it was for the first time I felt like super validated by my by the peers of my aquarium club, and the people that are actually like the leadership of the club, people that are I don't know, been doing this stuff for so long, and to be invited in like that really felt good for me. So I'm excited. One of these days, hopefully, I'll be able to go there and just even if I don't have a whole lot, just to help out and just be part of it would be awesome. Hey, Fish Fam Link. If you need recommendations on sellers, they are who I would talk to. Sellers? What do you mean, Coral? That part, I'm sellers. Sorry, I got caught in that. I'm thinking too hard. But anyways, oh, and then on my community page, if you guys want to check out a really cool artist, the one of the other leaders, Bob Sternfield, in my aquarium community group area, he runs like the IFGA group in my local area. His son was there doing a live painting during the auction, and then at the end they actually auctioned his painting off for money, and it was just amazing. So you guys gotta check out the picture. It was like I guess like a dragon. I don't know, like maybe a dragon guppy, or the whatever that blue body, yellow, orange mosaic tail. Super super cool, really well done, and to see it in person, I was like, wow, man. So I gave him a shout out. Yeah, check out his Facebook page. What's up, vibes? What's up? I also added on the topic of art. I actually added a new piece of art in the background here. Um, my cousin does a bunch of different art. Does like statues and stuff, and so I finally got to throw one of his paintings up there, and I have a couple, so maybe I'll rotate them out or whatever. But yeah, exactly, Brandon. If you're looking at freshwater, the only problem is I wish he had some pictures of more of his freshwater art in his Facebook. The guy is actually a mural painter, so he does like big walls. Does like these super things. And my cousin as well, but I'm actually talking about Bob Sternfield's son again here. Um, but he does like mural paintings, and they're just amazing. But let's see here. Oh God, dry mouth. But but yeah, so super amazing, just amazing artist. It was crazy to see him painting live, and it was cool how the painting was almost like timed to the auction. Like I don't know if he was just pacing himself or how he would do that, but I mean, like sketches it out, and then he's like filling it in, and like right towards the end of the auction, he's just finishing it up, and it was just I don't know. That part to me was really cool. It was almost like choreographed to the time. Something about that just really sat well in my head. So oh, the last thing that I got in the aquarium auction was pink flamingo, and I think it's hilarious because Stephen P just started posting videos about this pink flamingo, and I was actually hoping he was going to be in here because I wanted to show him the setups, and hopefully he thinks that I could get it going because I'm nervous because I don't want to lose these two. But I ended up potting. I have two pink flamingos, and I potted them, put them in two separate tanks. I potted them because I don't want them to compete for any nutrients. So I potted them in aqua soil, capped it with a little bit of the rock wool, and they seem to be doing well. The one up here looks like it's got babies, and I'll be honest, the one up there looks like it's doing better. Like it's like more pink. So it almost makes me want to take it and
Hey, Stephen P. Sweet. That is perfect timing, actually. Awesome. So I was just saying about the pink flamingos. I don't know how much you heard, but I have two pink flamingos that I just got over the weekend, and you were talking about them in your live, and I'm just like, oh, sweet, because I could use all the advice I could get for this. But I potted two of them. I put them in aquarium soil. I just have it like kind of capped with rock wool, and then the bottom I have with rock wool just to cover up the hole, so I didn't lose a bunch of the aquarium soil. So or the aqua soil. So this one up here, and we'll walk around in a little bit here. But this one up here is doing pretty well. It's looking real pink. This one though, the leaf that came out is looking white, and what I'm noticing is over here, it's reaching up, like you could tell the leaves are all shooting up. This one is they're widening out, so I can tell that this one I feel like is getting the sun it likes. This one I don't think, or the light it likes. This one I don't think is getting a light that it likes. That's man. That's this is my second go, so I know most people have like multiple goes with this pink flamingo and it never works out. I, however, just got lucky because I didn't have to buy them. I got mine for free in the aquarium auction, and like I someone was someone put like 20 points in a total of 300 points that you have to bet on these things or bid on them. And it was the one thing that I was like, I'm not leaving here without it. I would have taken the rest of my points to get them. I didn't care what else I got, and I got it for like 90 points, which I was like, I was stoked about. So I still had enough to get the other plants that I was talking about earlier. Um, Sacrifice a pink flamingo to the cryptocorns. Dionysus. Dionysus, is that a plant god there? Dude, whatever gets it to go, man, it'd be really cool. But my idea is potting it is it won't have any competition for nutrients, right? Like it's got its own like set ecosystem, except that it's in the water, sharing water with everything else. And so I think that gives it its best chance. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm crossing my fingers. That's the wine and party guy. All right. Well, hey man, I got some wine. I wish I could be drinking some wine. Um. All right. So we'll keep going. So, on to the next part is Branton, my guy. I got to meet Branton Lightcap for the first time. Um. So the roots cannot grow through it. Right now, it's got barely any. So my idea was to get it to root up really well and then transfer it. It had a few roots, but it wasn't looking too hot. So so that's the idea. Let me know, and then but I'm gonna keep going with this. So I got to meet Brandon Lightcap over the weekend. He drove down all the way from Wisconsin to get out here. Man, he had one hell of a trip, but I can't believe he did it, man. He brought out some amazing fish for me. I even got a couple little samples of plants too, which is really cool. The reason I was talking about water lettuce earlier is I couldn't grow any water lettuce. I think I actually got a piece of water lettuce from the stuff that you brought me, and it actually doesn't look like it's dying. I think it's actually growing. So I'm hoping that this round I'll actually be able to get that one going too. But what he did was he brought me out a breeding group of Stan Schubel, the green Delta guppies, which they're right over here. The one male's been chilling in the back there, and then there's one up front. So we'll go around and check those out here. And then he brought me a bunch of mixed guppies. Um, he brought me a bunch of mixed guppies from they have like Vienna guppy line in them. They have I think it was red Delta, the green Moscow, and the oh no green red Delta, green Delta, and then the purple Moscow. I think was the they grow in your throat. Um, all right, for sure, Steve. So yeah, well, Steven, we'll we'll see what happens, man. And I'll take some pictures too to see. We'll see. Track the progress. Maybe the pot will be the way to go. Maybe not. Pot or not, we'll have to see. Um, oh man, that's a. I think that's a short. But anyways, to pot or not. So anyways, my creative brain just goes crazy. Sorry. So it was purple Moscow, green Delta, red Delta, and Vienna guppies, and you can see the Vienna in them is coming out in a few of them. And this isn't all of them. I put some of them in my other mixed guppy tank just because I wanted to break up the amount. This tank hasn't had a lot of fish in it for a long time. It only had like a group of Norman's Lampi Achilles, which I finally got rid of over this weekend. Could not. I almost had to give them to the guy because he was like, I tried breeding them, I couldn't get them to go, and I was like, man, I bred these. Like, there's juvies in there, you can see them. Like, just give it a shot, take them. And he literally was like, all right, $5 and I'll take them. And like, maybe he was playing with me, I don't know, but I hope you got him to breed if you're out there, man, because I do know he actually watches my videos. So if you happen to see this, man, I hope you get that group to breed, man. But anyways, so I have those in here. So now what this is eventually going to get aquascaped. It's got a bunch of plants that are going to be in transition though, so I'm just going to like let it go for now, see what happens, and then eventually we'll rebuild this one. This will be the next one though that I rebuild down here, which I actually can't see if you can. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can. So yeah, this bottom tank right there, I will be doing a rescape on, making it look cool so you guys have some more interesting stuff to look at, and then you guys can see this other one over here too, right? Yeah. That one's starting to settle in. It's got a little bit, let's see the fish. Okay. Let's see the fish. And then, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, and then I have the black mascots, but those are the black mollies, but those are behind me. So let me move my big butt out of the way, and then we'll check out the new stuff here real quick. All right, so these are the green Moscows, or green Deltas, whatever. Coloration, let's see if I can get some better color on them. Better light. Oh, I also got some pearlweed from Branton too, which that saved me because I just lost my beautiful pearlweed culture. Like, it was a huge bunch of pearlweed and it all melted back. But you can see these things. These things are beautiful. The females get super dark too. But there we go. We got those. Super gorgeous. Super gorgeous fish. And I got some friends that are jealous of these guys. Like, really, really jealous of these guys. And then we got these Viennas and then the mixed guppy batch that he brought out for me. Yeah, they look, it's honestly, it's my light. Like, the one thing that kills me about this lid is it blocks out a lot of the light. And if you get them to come, like, they got to come all the way up front. You guys can see the good coloration. See, like, that one's looking. See that? Like, they look good. Yeah, there we go. See, it's all about, it's the light. It's just, they're kind of dark right there because the light doesn't focus on the very front of the tank very much. But anyways, so yeah, so we got the mixed guppies, which the Vienna ones are like, I keep talking about them, but those are just super cool. Like that like snake skin throughout the body or whatever. Very awesome. There's the other pink flamingo, which actually has some baby leaves coming on it. But I got some curling of the leaves, so I'm a little worried about that. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. That one's looking really good. This one is not looking too hot.
It's got that super white leaf. I don't know. It looks like there's a baby leaf coming in. We'll see. We'll see. But then this is my blue metal lace guppies. Those are those. And then, yeah, so we got some more of Branton's guppies. And oh, there's a CPD in there. I got to pull him out. I don't know how he got in there. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, so then there's some more of his mixed guppies in there. All right. And then, what else? What else? Was there something more I got to show Branton? So on both of the pink flamingos, they're all immersed grown. Yeah, because I heard John was saying, because he was saying that he grows these, that they grow, when they grow like in an aquarium, that it'll be like pink tips of the leaves. Oh yeah, the mollies, that's what I had to show. Yeah, I knew. I was waiting for Brandon to say something. I couldn't remember. This says mixed, but it's not mixed. It was a mixed guppy at one point. But yeah. So those are the black mollies. But yeah, I heard that these fish are turning into like probably one of my favorites. These ones are turning into probably my favorite of the fish you gave me. For some reason, I haven't had a black fish in so long. Like I had an all black angel when I had a 36 bow front, and when I had a 36 bow front, and it was that was my favorite. His name was Grim, and I just love that. I love that all black coloration. But gorgeous fish. He brought them all the way from Wisconsin for me, and I can't say thank you enough, man. Support like that and just means the world, dude. And it was super nice to meet you. I feel like we meshed right away. Brandon is one hell of a dude, so definitely a friend. Hopefully we get to hang out again soon. Man, just drop some coffee on my leg there. But yeah, hopefully we get to hang out again sometime soon there. Definitely would love that. So yeah, Jesus. So yeah, what I was saying about the pink flamingo was John Hornig was saying that like when it grows in the aquarium that it'll actually grow like pink tips on the leaves and then it'll be green under. I don't know, but we'll see. Lumpy Dog, hey. Little whale moths. But yeah, so alright guys, I'm like really excited to do this, so let's do this unboxing here real quick. Alright, I'm not gonna be looking at chat for a second because I gotta be able to see if you guys can see what I can see. So this picture was one that I made on AI because Stephen P changed my life by suggesting oh dude, I think it turned out awesome. I'm excited. But so AI is like my new like fascination right now. I've just been messing with creating images and different stuff, logos and everything on it. And so what I did was I took the new logo that I ended up using through this AI program, or making through this AI program, and then said, hey, I need a banner style. Oh my god, I'm burping. I need a banner style logo kind of thing. And it turned it into a banner for me, which is, it's like literally having, if you get one of these AIs, like I pay $20 a month now. It's just for the 1 month, so I don't know if I'll keep it past this month. Based on the amount that I've used it and the things that I know I can do with it, I don't think I would cancel the $20 a month. I think that I can get so much stuff done, at least in these transitional periods for me where I'm like changing my logo and I'm doing all this stuff. It's really useful. So for like the month or the next month, maybe I keep it. But anyways, let's check this out. So I said, make me a banner style. I forgot that I gotta get a stand for it. Sound like something else is in there. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump you guys there.
Look at my bald head. Hey! Okay, alright, hold on. I'm gonna crinkle it up. So I already had this planned out, so you guys will be able to see it. Let's see where the camera stops. Alright. It smells funky. It does smell funky. But check it out. Oh. It is my new banner for when I do swaps. Pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, Jesus. Sorry guys, production quality is going to crap here. But check that out. Now, I did, Kyle's crack, yeah, exactly. Sorry, crack kills, guys. But, yeah, I designed this, or I got this designed. I can't say I designed it, but I've guided AI and, in like, what, 20 seconds, dude, got this design, sent it to Amazon, got it printed out in like 4 or 5 days for $30. $30 for that thing. It's amazing. I'm super stoked. Like I said, guys, I'm seeing this at the exact same time you guys are, so I am very, very happy with how that turned out. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I almost just set my laptop flying on the ground. That would have been a damper on the day. That would have been a damper on the day for sure. Oh, man. So, expand. Man, oh man. Alright, well, I'm super excited. That makes me very happy. That actually wouldn't look too bad on the, as a backdrop almost. Maybe up there. Boom, up there. Yeah, you know, Cora, I forget that yeah. I mean, I paid $20 for the AI thing, but I got to remake my normal logo, which then I can use for which I use to stickers. I've also done. I have a lot of plans coming up, so like I sent two people test runs of some T-shirt ideas that I have going on. Yeah, I wanna test them on more people. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like an actual print of the shirt, and I'm gonna start wearing them. But I have 2 T-shirt ideas so far, and if I could start using, I don't know. I have an idea. I have an idea to where the subscription fee, the $20 a month, isn't really going to be. I don't think it'll be a problem. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think I'm on the verge of something here. We'll see. Henry, if you want me to throw a logo together for you, I would totally do that because it was done for me, and it changed the way I look at a lot of things. So if you, what's the best way? Henry, are you on Facebook? If you're on Facebook, you find me on Facebook. And then you can like shoot me a list of like words or just an idea or like how you want your logo to feel. Like if you were gonna describe your logo directly to somebody, just give me something like that, and then I can maybe throw something together for you. So Coral, I actually set up. I don't order like I'm. If you find the link, do not order from it because I have not tested anything. But I have a Printify shop set up. Based on pricing, I think it'd be decent. But I actually after this live, I have a local company that I need to call, and I gotta talk to the owner. It's something I've gotten T-shirts printed up through before, and they're like super high quality. Like this, I'm not saying that like my logo is high quality or anything, but this shirt I've worn the crap out of. I mean, I wash it like normal. I wear it doing like work, like tank work and everything, and it's just been an amazing high quality shirt. So I'd like to get them to print my upcoming shirts that I have ideas for and everything. It's gonna be like it'll be an outside and aquatic shirt, but it'll have like each of them will have a unique kind of funny thing about it. So we'll see. But anyways, what was I saying? But anyways, I need to call them and get some pricing. If I can get my pricing in an area that like makes sense, then I will be just selling probably just from me, and I'll just ship to people if they want them. But I already have a Printify store set up. So, but I don't want anyone to buy from me yet. I set it up just as like just messing around with stuff. I'll do the first test order on anything like that. If I end up doing that, and then I'll drop the link for people if they want to get those shirts. But yeah, I want them to be high quality and not basically just like a rip off kind of thing. I also researching like what a good print on demand company is so confusing, because every YouTuber is just like pushing some sort of like they're just trying to get money out of it too. So it's like, who's giving me the real deal here? I've never done anything like that before, so it's a little bit of risk involved. Not made of money like nobody is. So yeah, Henry says if you guys can hit that like button. You don't have Facebook. I'm waiting for Cynthia to get better. She was going to help me a while ago. Oh, gotcha. Aquarium Fantasy. For sure. But yeah. I mean, if you want to help doing it, I could totally help. The way I went about doing my logo originally was, so I actually feel like I did do a little bit of like I had a hands-on effect on my logo because I made it in Canva first. So I made like a low quality version as close as I could do it, and then what I did was I took it and then I threw it into AI and was like, hey, can you make this look professional? Was literally the demand or the command that I put in, and it did it rather well, believe it or not. Yeah, so I had my first so I set up my Printify store strictly on my phone, which is the bane of my existence, I think, in a lot of ways, because it makes it easy to do things while I'm doing other things, because the way I have to run my life, I'm not going to go into specifics, that I'm making my life as efficient as possible. So maybe not supposed to be doing the things that I do when I do them, if that makes sense. But I'm always working on things, and setting it up on your mobile, trying to read everything is a horrible idea. So I need to like force myself to sit down like one of these days when I'm not working, when I'm not doing anything else, and look at the computer, read through these options, because I was looking at all the printing options, and I just kind of just set it up. I was just like, boom, done. I think you could set base, like you could try to make profit off the t-shirts too, which I think is a lot of people's ideas. But it's yeah, it's I don't know. It's layered. So I gotta actually look at it on a laptop, on a computer, see the full thing, set it up, read through, actually do the numbers. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, the thing is I have like the way I look at stuff like that, because like one of the vendors reached out to me that I like, where I sell. Benny, who's an awesome dude. Benny County Aquatic Buddies. He's one of the coolest dudes. Well, it's his son and his father. What's up, Jorge? They they were telling me that their friend makes banners and everything, right? My thing is I don't. I want one thing that I do in everything. So if it's like if I'm at work, I don't make friends at work. All right. When I'm at YouTube, I have friends in YouTube and everything, but I don't want to do. I don't want to mix things. Like I my banners and everything, I'll order from like outside companies. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just worry about like if there's an issue, if there's confusion or anything, then it affects more relationships than just that one transaction, and I don't like that idea. So I try to keep all of that kind of business separate in a way. So if I have an issue with something, I don't feel weird voicing my opinion or anything like that. Does that make sense to everybody? Not. I think that what Car's doing is awesome for everybody, but that was the reason why I went with this too, because I feel like when I go to the next swap, it might actually be kind of like, it might be kind of awkward when one of the guys was offering to make it for me, but I was able to get it at a much cheaper price, and I'm not made of money. Like I can't just give extra money to somebody to get a product done just because I have to save money. Otherwise, I literally can't continue to do this. Not that everyone else doesn't understand that as well. But Babs, thank you, Babs. I try to keep it interesting. Yeah, so we talked about all the different plants and everything. So my swap, the swap was a wild one. I almost like it was almost a complete disaster to the point where it was like at the beginning of it, I literally drove like an hour to get out there. All my plans to of how I was running the swap looked like it was just going to be destroyed. So basically, I've been doing this thing of potting all of my aquarium plants. So I do my trimmings, I pot them, so I don't waste any trimmings. So when I pot them, I put plastic cup, rock wool, aqua soil, rock wool, and trimmings, right? So I have them all in this Rubbermaid bin filled with water. And my idea is like, yo, I'll just bring this pond basically. Just bring this pond with me to the swap that'll have all of my potted plants in it. And I started getting an inkling of like, this might not go as smooth as you think it is going to go, Kyle, because what happens when that water starts moving? And I'm just like, I just put it off to the back of my head. I'm just like, you know what? It's going to be fine. It'll be whatever. We drive, we get all the way out there, and half my potted plants in the pond are just out of the pots. Aqua soil is just all over. I mean, I was losing my mind, and not to mention, like, I am not a morning person, so getting up super early in the morning to do these things, like, most of my stuff was set up the night before, but I mean, I was already just on edge, just not in a good mood. I barely wake, and then I see this, and I was losing my mind. Like, I was so mad. I mean, I was like, literally, I'm in this like this huge room with a bunch of people, and I'm just seeing like literally the past like 2 months of work of me potting this stuff, planting this stuff, just like destroyed in front of me. And I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Luckily, I have an amazing girl who just has my back no matter what, and just kept. She's like, what are you gonna leave now? Like, just if you're gonna leave, just leave, and like just kind of like was like, no, you're not going to do that. Like, so pushed through. I repotted everything, fixed all the plants. Got it set up the way I wanted. I brought a 5-gallon, got my power ran, which I ended up not having a long enough extension cord, and through the power of community and at these swaps, I mean, every vendor was out going through their stash trying to find me an extension cord, and I actually had gone around and asked people, and then once I had found it, I actually had multiple like vendors coming up with other extension cords, like, hey man, do you still need the extension cord? Like, it's just stuff like that. It's this feeling that you just won't get in a lot of places, the community. But so I set up this 5-gallon, had all my potted plants. Once I got everything settled, I mean, it went from literally what I thought was a disaster. I mean, I thought I had ruined everything. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make a sale, to like one of the better swaps that I've had. I mean, especially for a slow season. I don't like talking money, but some of the other vendors mentioned stuff that they made, and I mean, I ended up walking away after table costs and everything with like $200, which for me is I was pretty happy. I was pretty happy with, especially for. I mean, it was a struggle, and at a point I didn't think I was going to make anything. So making profiting $200 at the swap was a come up. Like I really helped out, especially because I normally make the at home sales. So okay, yeah. Let me look at the conversation going in the chat here. Uh, all right, so yeah, so I mostly sell fish and well no mostly sell plants. So the way I do it right now, actually, I'm waiting on some mesh to come in. It should be today. I'll be breeding CPDs again consistently, but mainly I breed like guppies, um, just like I'll have like a strain or two of guppies and like a mixed guppy bag of like kind of culls of the other ones. I'll bring those. So I'll have like 2-3 pairs of each strain, and then bags of mixed guppies, which are just like I said, the culls of those strains. Um, Colored shrimp that I have. Usually I have some reds or I'll have some blues or green. I used to have greens, but I don't have greens anymore. I sell those at the swaps, but the majority is plants. And then every now and then I'll throw in like a random breeding project. Like last year I was doing cockatoides, so I would bring in a few cockatoides every now and then, pairs or singles, whatever. Um, and then every now and then what I do is I'll stalk the Facebook groups, and if people are trying to get rid of fish, I'll take them in, raise them up, make sure they're healthy, and I can bring those to the swaps too, and I'll just try to give those away for like super cheap just to get my food costs basically back out of them. But stuff like that. So I guess some flipping fish, but I really don't really do that a lot, especially not anymore because I don't need to. I have so much. That was mainly before when I didn't have a whole lot of stock. Um, but as far as plants, those are my main things. So I just before I was bagging up portions of plants. So I would just like take a bunch of ale, throw it in there. I have a heat sealer, slap a sticker on there, and sell them like that. This round, what I did was I had a Rubbermaid bin filled with water, potted all my plants, had a 5 gallon on top of the tank that had a bunch of the plants in there so that people could kind of peruse and look and choose, because I noticed that people really like that kind of part. They like to be able to pick their plants. And then what was nice about that is I didn't have to pre-bag everything the day before. Problem is it added an insane amount of stress to the point where I don't know if it was worth it. So now I don't know which way I'm going to go. I'm definitely going to use up all the potting supplies I have, but after that I don't know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to keep doing the pots or if I'm just going to do plant clippings. I feel like it makes my I can get more volume. I can get more stuff doing the pots. It's just a lot more frustrating. So maybe I'll pot and then like use toothpicks or something to hold the rock wool in so they don't fall out or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But mainly plants, like I was saying. Jorge, yeah, dude, reach out. I have been doing selling out of my house for about 2 years ish now. My first year, I didn't track as much. This year, I started tracking. The swaps for me are more fun, in they're necessary in the summer. Selling out of my house in the winter, I can make more money usually consistently. Problem is lately are the Facebook groups. Facebook groups, from what I've heard, are cracking down more on the animal selling, so getting your posts seen in those animal groups might be harder, but it's still possible, and definitely can do. I. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'Definitely could talk about that anytime you want, man. 'De Plants in a bag has worked fine for me. Yeah, and I mean that's what I was doing before for a while. The only thing is though is like um I um it's it's about losing the clippings throughout the month. So if I clip and I trim plants and I don't have a swap this coming month, right? Or at the end of this month, what am I doing with those trimmings? Am I just leaving them floating somewhere? Usually you're going to end up throwing them out. If I can't find somebody to buy them personally from my house, especially like it's been in the summer, in the winter I don't have these problems as much. The summer is kind of different. So I'm looking at everything different. I can turn a tank or a Rubbermaid bin with a bunch of pots into like way more money than an aquarium with a bunch of plants, if that makes sense, because that bin is going to take all of those clippings and I won't lose them, and I could flip them and sell them. So it's not so much about my god, tongue twister. It's not so much about selling as much it's about keeping the stuff and not losing product. Does that make sense? That's at least why I'm doing the pots. Just do bunches with lead weights. Yeah, and you can do the bunches with the lead weights. Problem is I'm trying to get them rooted so when I sell them to people, they have like no melt. And if you have super strong roots, they'll have less issues on their end. And I want every customer that I have to be like really happy. And my level, my like reputation because of that is spreading. Like I mean, like I was saying in the beginning, like I got invited into a swap that takes a long time to get into, and now I'm noticed that now I can be a backup vendor there, and it's because of the way I've been doing it, and that's literally what the guy told me was he's like you're a hobbyist that not breeds but grows these plants, and you're not just flipping stuff like you're doing it like as a business with a reputation, so. I really push for that. Like I want those super healthy roots. I want the least amount of melt. And I've noticed like I probably gotta be careful about how much I say to some of the vendors around me because I got a niche that I really like here. But I could tell when I talk to some of these vendors when I say the things I say about the way they're like, whoa, that makes a lot of sense because they buy plants from some of these places, some of these big pop-up vendors that come up to some of these places and they're just growing immersed, they're selling immersed plants that they've imported or whatever, and they're giving people nothing but problems. Just plant completely melts back and then they think that they lost out. In reality, we all know what happens and you can convert an immersed plant to underwater growth and it just takes forever. That's not the way it should go. It's just like you shouldn't sell sick fish to somebody like Petco does. You know, you shouldn't have to medicate a fish when you buy it. It should be healthy from the get-go, just like a plant. The plant should be grown, ready to go. You should give it to somebody. It should have roots. It should be, it just is. They shouldn't have to do work to make it do well. I don't know. Also, Instagram. I see people use their Instagram. Yeah, Instagram's another one too. I would love to get into like shipping plants just because it's dumb, but it sounds fun because like packing and setting up a package and sending it out to somebody. I'd go back and forth with it because in the summer it sounds like a great idea because I'm like, oh man, I'm really strapped for the money. I could use some more sales coming through, but at the same time, now I'm starting to think like my summertime should be spent building up reserves of like bins with pots and then just offloading more plants that I've kept like held up throughout the summer when it starts getting busier. What's up, Bubba's? What's up, Juanita? Yeah, Etsy. The one that I've been thinking. Yeah, Pile exactly, dude. It's so slow in summer. It's like brutal. But the one I've been thinking about is like people have these shop stores. I don't know how you do that. Been looking at shop. I actually saw someone I think it was Silver Creek Aquatics had made a video about like a year ago talking about it was like, what was it, Marcus Plants or Marcus Fish Tanks or something, one of the sellers on there. And it's funny that I've always looked at the ads and been like, these prices just seem way too good, and that video made me believe that I was right, because it was like an amount of like floaters that was just like ridiculous for the price. It was just funny, but yeah, I've been thinking about doing like shop or whatever, but the thing is like I don't know if it's worth it for me to get into the plant shipping game, because then I'll be paying for shipping. I also have to take time out of my day to go ship, and then it's like how much, where's the money, like where's the effort versus money worth going? Like I think I should just get some more bins, maybe another plant light, and I just start more propagation and just building up more for these hey, nope, build up more propagation bins for the upcoming swaps, so I could just bring more, and then maybe I could even lower prices if I have a bunch, just depending. I don't know. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. Selling at home is, honestly, I think selling at home is fun. Probably the most fun part about it for me. That's why I do miss doing the sales in the summer. Like I know for the next 2 months I'm not gonna be able to go to any swaps. This August I have something planned for every weekend of this coming month. Like literally every weekend. Got plans this weekend. The weekend after that's Chicago Aquashella, so I'll be out there. If anyone's going to Chicago Aquashella, I'll be out there. I should be wearing my new t-shirts too, so come check those out. I'll have a bunch of stickers with me too. Hopefully, if friggin' Amazon gets them to me on time, because I've realized that I didn't realize how much I procrastinated. It's like this Aquashella's coming up August 2nd and 3rd, I think it is, and the earliest ship date that I can get for my stickers were like July 31st, and I was like, oh man, that is way too close, like way too close, and I want to have a fat stack of these, so if I see anybody I recognize, I can hand them out to people. Maybe even drop a couple at my local Aquarium Society's table, because I know they're going to have a table there, so I want to hang out with some of the people there. I'll probably be going Saturday if anybody else is out that way. But yeah, that's I got the Aquashella, and then the week after that I think we have like a White Sox game that we're going to, and then the week after that is something else. It's like insane for the next month, and then the month after that, the swap that I normally sell at is on Saturday, and I work Friday night, so I don't get home until like 11:30 at night. And then the swap starts at 7, or I'd have to like leave my house at 7 to get to the swap on time. So it's just like not possible for me to make those swaps. So I'll be skipping that one. So I got 2 months to work on growing fish out, propagating plants, making money moves. Nano Aquarium guy, what's up? But yeah. I already showered and everything. I can stay a little bit longer, but yeah. So in the end, like I said, disaster avoided. Was able to successfully sell pretty much everything that I brought there. Made a lot of connections this weekend. It was awesome. Brenton again is like the coolest dude ever. Came out and got to meet him. My banner turned out awesome. I don't know. That's pretty much, I guess that is pretty much it. I mean, had some notes. And then I guess I'll just address this because I didn't do it, and I really don't have one set up. So, fishy news. I think I'll probably end up doing it about once a month. I'd really like to make like a good story for you. Some of the stories that I did when I was looking back at them, I liked. Some of them I didn't. I'm trying to find the actual like personality of it, if that makes sense, like the real essence of that segment, to make it funny. Like the idea is to be funny. Yeah. So I'll be working on that. I gotta figure out exactly what I'm going for in that segment. I also want to add a second camera for it, like I said. So it's like I gotta figure out how to do that. I think I'm gonna have to launch it from StreamYard, and I think I'll hook up a second camera to a guest spot, so that way I don't have to use any of the. Oh my god, technology just gives me a headache thinking about the multicam setups that I was looking into on YouTube. So freaking confusing. So I think what the easiest way for me to do is just do the stream on StreamYard, have a guest cam set up that would just be my second like fishing use cam that I just cut to. You gotta work that setup. And as you can see is at the beginning of this, I have enough problems with a very basic setup. So microphone first, then we'll work on that getting that fishing news segment more polished, so it's just better stories, because I don't want to put out a bunch of stuff that's just kind of like half-assed written and not exactly where I want it, because I want it to be funny. Oh, no worries, no worries. Driving to AC. Ooh, very cool, very cool. But yeah, so I apologize for the audio on this one, since it's just the iPhone camera. Not exactly sure how the audio's been this whole time. I will next week. I'll try to have an actual mic set up. I'm gonna look into that. Hopefully, it's not too expensive. But I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Gotta give my voice a little bit of a break. Get some water in me. Y'all have a lovely week. I will see you in the lives all around. Yeah, that's it. Catch y'all later.